What is this mystery item posted online, and nobody knows what it is? It was sent via email by the owner, and posted with no other description of the item. I'm guessing it's a farm tool, but I have no idea how it works. I'm very curious what this tool could be used for. Any ideas? It's a 19th century strawberry runner cutter, used to quickly and effectively cut runners, boosting plant vitality. It was patented on February 5, 1895, by Charles D. Carter of Spring Arbor, Michigan. It's very rare that I cannot find the same machine anywhere. The patent says the machine is set over the plant, and by pressing the handle, the crossbar moves downward, thereby rotating the fingers. This movement gives the fingers just half a revolution, which carries the runners directly over the knives. The downward movement continues after the revolution of the shaft, thus depressing the rods and knives, and severing the runners by the scissors action of knives. What are these 2-inch long metal talons with screw fittings? I found these in a box of metal oddments in a workshop of an elderly relative, who has no idea what they are. These appear to be made of brass. Each one has 4 distal claws, and at the bottom are open screw fittings. So it looks like these are designed to screw onto something. There are no markings of any kind on them. I have searched reverse image and have not come up with anything similar. Does anyone know what they are? Those are the grabbing ends from a pair of Victorian coal tongs used in fireplaces. I'm looking at a complete tongs next to my fire right now, exactly the same, threaded on the inside to screw onto the bars. What is this thing I found in Google Maps? I was looking at Google Maps near my area in San Jose, California, and stumbled upon this thing. Does anyone know what it is? I attached a map of the spot. That's the historic Titan IV booster testing site. They tested Titan IV missile booster engines there. My grandfather used to work there and took us grandkids to work in the early 80s to watch the testing. United Technologies was the company. The boosters were fired upside down, with the thrust aimed skyward. Each motor fired for approximately 2 minutes. 2 static tests were made there, one on December 21, 1987, and one on February 14, 1988. What is this thing I found in my grandparents' attic? I have no clue what this is, but based on the sticker, maybe something to do with film, or something to do with an old camera. Maybe the flash or another mechanism. Can anyone help me with identifying this, please? It's a 1920s Craig Projecto editor, used for manually editing 8mm or 16mm motion picture film. It was patented on August 18, 1925, by Harold Roerdance and Archibald G. Madison of Los Angeles, California. You can find similar examples on eBay for $300. The film editor could view the film frame by frame on a small screen, cut unwanted sections, etc. You put a reel of movie film on one side and an empty reel on the other, and slide it through the place in the middle where you have a light source. I used to work in a film room and spent hours working on my one of these. That's such a cool find. It must have some great stories behind it. Perfect for preserving family memories. What is this curious hunk of metal found along the walkway next to the Malden River, outside of Boston, Massachusetts? I tried to look across the river to see if there was another one on the opposite bank, but I couldn't see another. As far as I know, the "not art" is a graffiti tag that's relatively common in the area. Any idea what it is, how long this has been in use, or how old it might be? It's a railroad crossing gate, without the boom. It was patented on September 5, 1916, by John J. Gard for the Buda Company of Chicago, Illinois. This heavy-duty cast-iron mechanism was typically installed at level crossings to raise and lower a wooden gate arm, blocking road traffic when a train approached. These gates were often operated manually by a gate tender from a nearby gatehouse or tower, using a system of cranks, gears, and cables connected to this mechanism. What is this metal-capped, dark red glass cylinder with an inscription, found among my antique dealer uncle's inheritance? He collected a lot of various things. It weighs about 300 grams, it was found in a random shoebox, and it has no notes or anything else attached. Have any of you seen this before, or know what it was used for? It's an antique darkroom glass chimney for an oil lamp for photography, from the early 20th century. Here it is fully assembled, and on it, it's written in German, solid ruby and best quality. It's a red safe light for working with black and white film or photographic paper in a darkroom. When you take the exposed film or paper out of the camera and process it through a series of chemical baths, you use one of these to be able to see what you're doing without ruining the picture. Black and white film doesn't react to red light. What are these plastic sheets found in old books in Munich, Germany? The red one says, "For the hard work, it's a shame for those who don't want to learn." And the blue one says, "I'll say it freely, God is with all the hard work." What were these used for? Those are antique merit cards, also known as merit pictures, merit slips, merit tickets, or praise slips. The purpose of these cards was likely to encourage children to be especially well-behaved and diligent in order to collect as many stickers as possible from a series. Some teachers in Germany still use things like these to motivate pupils. Merit cards were already widespread in German-speaking regions from the mid-19th century all the way to the 1950s. My grandma was given this by her family, and she wants to know what this is. It's very old, possibly 100 plus years old, and may be made of bakelite. It has "Made in Germany" stamped in the box. The smaller glasses are adjustable and can move forwards and backwards, or in and out. Does anyone know what this is? It's an antique folding opera glasses missing the compass, and made in Germany in the 1890s to the early 1900s. It's a combination of a mirror, a compass, magnifiers, and opera glasses, and it folds up to carry in your pocket. I have just bought a house in the UK with an original 1960s bathroom, but this corner container above the loo is stumping everyone. It isn't plumbed into the toilet, and the pipe disappears into the wall at floor level. It's hollow. I'm about 160 centimeters, and it's above my head height too. We wondered whether it was an overhead cistern, but it isn't plumbed into the toilet at all. I've tried asking an online group, and the current fan favorite is a plant holder. My plumber is also stumped. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.